We hire internationally from location doesn't matter. We are a remote team. We don't have an office at this stage of the company. I think four people are from Hungary. The other team members, they are from all over the world. So US, Argentina, Brazil, France, UK. We are international now.
Want to discover new parts of the world while filling the pet-shaped hole in your heart? House-sitting website Trusted House Sitters gives you the chance to live as a local in over 130 countries, opening the door to a world of travel possibilities. And with thousands of pets looking for caring sitters like you every day, there's no doubt you'll discover the perfect travel opportunity with the perfect travel companion. Whether you want to wake up in a Spanish beach condo with a cat or a high-rise apartment in New York City with K9 Company, house sitting allows you to see the world in a new way. And not to worry if cats and dogs aren't your thing. Trusted House Sitters has pets of all shapes and sizes, from alpacas and horses to rabbits and hamsters. Find out more about house sitting and unlock a whole year of unlimited sits with adorable pets by visiting trustedhousesitters.com or download the Trusted House Sitters app on the Apple or Google Play Store.
Welcome to the Digital Nomad Cafe Podcast, the show where we discuss what it takes to create a sustainable long-term online business in today's fast-moving environment. We talk with industry experts and freelancers alike to find out what it takes to build and manage a location-independent business.
Hello and welcome to another episode of the Digital Nomad Cafe Podcast. I'm your host, Adam Finan, and today's guest is Daniel Budai from thebudaimedia.com. Daniel specializes in helping e-commerce store owners with email and messenger marketing and provides a ton of value over at his website. Daniel, welcome to the show. Thank you for joining me.
Hey everyone. Hey Adam. Thanks for inviting me to your amazing podcast. And I'm really happy to be here today.
So you're joining from Budapest in Hungary at the minute, is that correct?
Yes. This is my home city. I'm from Hungary and I travel a lot, but yes, I'm in Budapest.
And we met at, so I went to a conference in Barcelona in July. It's called Affiliate World. And we met, I think it was at one of the dinners that was put on by like SMS Bump and Gorgeous, isn't it? The two, they're like Shopify apps. Maybe they do other platforms, but I'm only familiar with the Shopify side of things. But yeah, so they put on a dinner, they invited lots of people, and that's where we got to chatting. And it was really good. I loved that conference. I'm really looking forward to going back this year. I think it was the caliber of people there was next level.
Yeah, it was amazing. I'm always really happy to see like-minded people in the industry, in e-commerce and these SaaS companies like SMS Bump. And yeah, this is where we met. And I think we talked like 15, 20 minutes or at least I felt like that. and yeah, we talked about a lot of things. So these conferences are amazing.
Yeah, that was, for me anyway, that was one of the few. Sometimes you go to conferences, they're not that great, but this one was like everyone you talked to was friendly, was open, was interesting, was doing all sorts of things. Like I know, especially the area we were in, I mean, Jesus, they were either merchants or service providers and people doing some big revenue. And it was just the conversations you have, you know, it's really interesting and inspiring to get around those people. So let's kind of wind back. So Daniel, you know, tell us, as you said, you're based in Budapest in Hungary, which is a beautiful city as far as I've heard. So how did you get started working online? What did that look like?
Yeah, so my story is not really long because I started after the university and I come from a very different background. So I studied geology here in Budapest, natural science, a lot of maths, and I couldn't find a job with it, and I just wanted to make some money, you know, as a young kid in my early 20s. And then I found this platform, Upwork, a well-known freelancer platform. Started doing copywriting. It was in 2016 at the end of that year, and I could make money with this platform relatively fast. So after a few days, I already made more money than with my regular job, which is amazing. and then I quit my job after 7 months. This was my only real full-time job as an employee in my life so
That's
far.
good going.
And I and to be honest, I don't want to go back to go back to this employee life. So yeah, this is how I started. But I'm not a native speaker, so I was aware of them, and this is why I started hiring proofreaders, so I could make sure that my English is perfect, what the job what I deliver to my clients. And then after a while, I had so much work that I could hire other copywriters, native copywriters from the US or UK, and they wrote the copy. We mostly did email copywriting and landing page. So I hired copywriters, native copywriters, and they did the job. And we became a small copywriting agency. This was 2017, so 3 years ago. And after we started niching down to e-commerce, because I just noticed that in a very natural way that most of our clients are e-commerce business owners. So this was a trend back then. So I noticed it, and after a while, I started niching down intentionally, and I started working, or we started working only with e-commerce people. By 2018, we became an e-commerce agency, and we started doing not just the copywriting part of the work, but we started creating the whole strategy. We found this amazing software called Klaviyo, which is focused only on e-commerce email marketing, and we partnered up with Klaviyo. And by last year, 2019, we became a gold partner with them. We hired a lot of people, designers, strategist people who are who know e-commerce, not just the email marketing side of it, but they have a holistic approach. They can see the Facebook ad side, Google Ads, SEO, and also we hired mentors. We partnered up with other agencies. So I think last year we became a real agency, and by this year we have 11 people in the team. They have very different past, very different experience from the past. This year we want to grow, even more, hire new people. Just yesterday I hired a new salesperson to the team, and we started doing Messenger and SMS because the logic behind them is very similar to email marketing, and they complement email marketing very well.
Does Klaviyo have that built into it at this time, or do you need to integrate it with, like,
Yeah.
I know
Yeah,
some
yeah.
other solutions like Digital, for instance, have OmniSend will have the ability to do email, and then you can send a message, and then you can send a text, and you can actually create flows that go between platforms. Does Klaviyo offer that ability, or can you like integrate something to build that flow?
Yeah, so we started doing SMS with SMS Bump, and now we are experimenting with Klaviyo SMS, and I think they just released it to the public 2 days ago. Before we tested the beta version, it was free, and now it's publicly available. Yeah, just 2 days ago they released it, so it's amazing. And for Messenger, we tried different tools. We tried ManyChat at the beginning, and now we use Ricard. Actually, they are also from Hungary, so we are kind of friends.
What was the name of that? Sorry, it just...
Ricard. Yeah, we are kind of friends, and so far we have very nice results. And I really want e-commerce people to be aware of messenger marketing much more, and SMS thing, not only email.
Of course, I interviewed Paul Ace a few episodes ago, and I don't know, was it him who coined the term or not, but conversational commerce was the term that was being used, where it's, like you're saying here, it's Facebook Messenger, it's text messages, it's email, it's the three of these. And if you run an e-commerce store, these are three different methods to get those people back to your store. Working for Shopify, I understand the value of this, and I have seen merchants get huge results with, SMS campaigns, messenger campaign, and email. People who don't have automations built into their email, and Klaviyo is a fabulous partner. There are other alternatives, but Klaviyo is a very good one, as you say, specifically for e-commerce. And when you go from like not having automations, and maybe you have a big list, but you're just sending newsletters to a welcome series, a post-purchase series, a follow-up series, a abandoned cart series, and you build all these flows, like they run in the background and drive serious revenue for a business. And I've seen it. Like I've literally seen people go from 3% of revenue to 15% of revenue by implementing these flows, and they can't believe it because they're like, oh, email doesn't work. It's like, it doesn't work if you don't do it right. And it's just about shifting that perspective. And it's the same with bloggers. You'll often hear the term, the money is in the list, like people who are affiliate marketers. Like email marketing carries across, right across the board. Even if you're a local business, having an email list is power and value in it. So you mentioned you started off on Upwork, and now you've hired a salesperson. So how does acquiring new clients look for you right now, and how did you kind of build that up? Did you move off Upwork, or did you start getting referrals?
Yeah, so we started on Upwork back then, and we still use it because it's not easy to find the ideal clients who are easy to work with, but it's possible with the right messaging and right methods. But beside that, we have referrals from past clients and friends from conferences. And also, we just started doing Facebook ads. We are testing it a lot. And also, we have a Facebook group. It's called the Top 3% e-commerce email marketing group. And now it's around 900 members. We share a lot of posts there, and we try to give a lot of value to people for free. And anyone can share their own experiences.
And that's something I alluded to at the start. Like I have seen, because we're friends on Facebook, and I see you posting really in-depth, detailed posts about strategies that you implemented. That I see it, and I'm like, yep, if merchants did that, it would work for them. And that's why I felt like, you really do put out a lot of value. I think I said on your website at the intro, I meant on Facebook, but, it's like, if people, I'll send people to connect with you, and we link to the Facebook group in the show notes so that people can join if they're listening and would like to know. So I guess you work with a lot of different brands in a number of different industries. You've narrowed down into e-commerce. What would be some of the common problems that you feel like people have when it comes to their messenger marketing?
Yeah, so I think it really depends on the stage of the e-commerce business. If someone just starts out, I can feel that many of them, or most of them, they underrate the importance of email marketing. Now or recently, there is a big hype around Facebook ads and how to get customers, but many people underrate the importance of good customer experience and email marketing. And I think email marketing is a huge help to offer a very high quality customer experience, because you can message, or even messenger and SMS. You can email or message your customers or your website visitors, subscribers, anytime. You can give them fresh information about your new products, or how you will deliver the products to them. And so in my experience, this is the biggest let's say problem for those who just started out with e-commerce. And for those who achieve let's say a 7-figure number per year, the priorities change. So they usually understand why email marketing is important. But most of the times we have to optimize their email marketing funnel, or their automations. They don't have certain email flows, email sequences, or they send emails to the whole list when they send out a campaign. And many people don't open the emails, so they end up in the spam folder. And we have to help them with better segmentation. So with these bigger stores, 7 8 figure stores, we usually have to optimize the system. Yeah, so at this stage we work with a few bigger 8 figure stores, and we talk to one 9 figure store brand, and they also have different priorities. They usually have a great email system, email strategy, but sometimes they miss out on how to put this email strategy into the big picture, how to convey the brand voice properly in the emails, how to make it a fit with Facebook ads or Google ads or SEO, and how to, when someone subscribes, what they should do with the subscribers. Maybe not give away a discount right away, but give give, for example, an ebook, or some value up from, not just.
Yeah, yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, like you said, it really depends, doesn't it? It's a broad spectrum. I mean, if it's a vegan supplement company, yes, you could maybe give away an ebook on best recipes for being a vegan, run Facebook ads, 2Ds to, try and get a cost per lead, knowing that the lifetime value of a customer is much higher down the funnel. So you'll be able to send them those emails and build them on. But if it's let's just say a mattress in a box company where it's 800,000 euro for a mattress, it's going to be hard to convert somebody off a cold Facebook ad. So it all depends on the nuances within the business and that the people have. But I guess what's good to hear, and what I'm hearing from you is, you've built a team of individual experts. So it's not just you doing this one thing and trying to do all of it. You have the people who build the flows, the people who can do the templates, the people who are focused on sales and writing the copy. And this is what differentiates you and puts you into a position to deliver value, because, simply one person can't do all that. And often in an organization, even if it's doing big revenue, and they may have one person who's hired to manage the email marketing, but they don't understand all of these things and
Yeah, of
all of these
course.
nuances. And it's actually a lot of work that goes into it. I see this, I've seen it time and time again. There's huge, it's quite a bit of work that goes into this. Although it pays and it's automated when it's set up, the initial can be quite a bit of work. And for one individual, it can take them an awful long time, or maybe they don't understand all of the pieces. Whereas if you have a team like yours, or, somebody similar, then you can act faster and move faster and get these things up and rolling. So when it comes to hiring and scaling the business, what has worked for you with regards to finding people? Have you hired locally? Do you hire remote? What is that?
Yeah, so we hired an amazing mentor. I can call her a mentor. She's from the US, from Texas, and she helps us with hiring people and the hiring process. She's just amazing. She has decades of experience, and I just started a few years ago, so she's a real expert. And so we hire internationally. From location doesn't matter. We are a remote team. We don't have an office at this stage of the company. I think 4 people are from Hungary. The other team members, they are from all over the world. So US, Argentina, Brazil, France, UK. So we are international now. And
Love it. That's what I love to hear. You don't need
yeah,
no fancy
yeah,
office. You don't need any of that, and like you're saying, you hire the experts in their individual locations. So it could be, depends where they are. I just hired a guy in Serbia who's helping me with a bunch of SEO stuff, and he's a skill developer. And it's like, man, he's a rock star. Like, I interviewed a bunch of people and he is just
yeah,
on the
yeah, yeah.
ball. He is sharp, and it's like, you are the guy I want on my team. And I brought him on to help with the SEO business. So, like, location
Yeah,
doesn't matter.
I
That's the world
think
we live in. So,
I have a big advantage, or our company, which is in hiring. I think Eastern Europeans are relatively that our rate is relatively low, and they are very smart. So if you want to find a good designer, I think in Ukraine or Russia it's easy to find, or a good programmer, or maybe in Serbia.
Yeah. So like when you and with somebody who has worked online and who has built these skills, like you can make significantly higher income by working online if you're from Hungary, and that's where it has built, and not just Hungary, but in a lot of these Eastern European countries, people have realized this now, and the younger generation are hungry and eager to not have to go and work in some office that they hate and get paid, less wages than they could working from home or working from wherever it is that they choose. And it's the beauty of a man. That's the message we're trying to spread. So I love that. And I'm totally on board with that.
Yeah, that's amazing. I think what is also great with Eastern Europeans, the culture is relatively close to other European countries or the United States, or even LinkedIn, by the way. We started using it for hiring LinkedIn ads. It's
Yeah.
not,
Okay.
it's more expensive than Facebook ads, but the quality is much better.
That's an interesting.
It works location based. So we run ads in London for London and Budapest and New York. New York was much more expensive, by the way, than Europe. Yeah, and then we found very, very good candidates for the sales job, actually.
Can we talk a little bit about LinkedIn? Because I know you're definitely a fan of it. Have you used LinkedIn to help generate clients?
Yeah, so recently I started using it because I'm a big fan of Gary Vee. I already told you about it, and he talks about TikTok and LinkedIn all the time now. And okay, I just told myself, okay, let's give a shot to the thing, and I started posting every day on LinkedIn. It takes like 5 minutes to write a short every day, and so now I have a bit more than 3,000 connections. 20, 30, sometimes 40% of my connections, they can see my posts organically, which is crazy.
Oh, compared to other platforms, it's
Yeah,
unbelievable the
yeah,
reach that you can get on LinkedIn right now, especially if you do video.
yeah,
Like even video
exactly.
gets even more again because it's really starting to grow. And like you say, I follow out Gary Vee on there too, and all these people. And LinkedIn I use it regularly. I have a social media scheduling tool that will schedule stuff on there. Even like you're saying, like most of these platforms hate these automated tools. You know what I mean? Like they do. I have this thing running into Facebook, and nobody ever sees anything.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
never organically on Facebook. Forget about it.
The Facebook group is great, by the way, for this, for organic
Yeah,
reach.
no, groups are good. Yes, but what I mean
Yeah,
is,
yeah, yeah.
like, if you're just like scheduling stuff onto your page, like from an
Yeah,
RSS feed, it's
it doesn't work anymore.
basically not worth your time. But with LinkedIn, I have the stuff scheduling, and you can see because it'll show you like 200-300 views per post, so it's actually getting a bit of organic reach. And like you're saying, people message me, and people. I only got a message yesterday. Some guy was like, "Oh, I'm quitting my job, and I'm going to be an SEO freelancer, and I've been listening to all your podcasts, and I love it." And it's like, and this stuff's coming from LinkedIn. It's like, and
Yeah.
that's people really resonate with this, working online message, and it's a good place for, like you're saying. I mean, most e-commerce store owners are going to be on LinkedIn. So and all the agencies, if you are partnering with agencies and making strategic alliances where, maybe they're white labeling your service. I'm not entirely sure how that works, but that's how it works in a lot of industries. That's where you connect with them. You'll get the owner of almost every agency on LinkedIn because they're on there trying to look professional for potential clients too. So, you know, and you can send voice messages now too, which I love. I've started doing that. So I just like
Really?
when
I
people
didn't know that
message
on
me,
LinkedIn.
yep, on LinkedIn, I do just send them a wee
Wow.
1 minute limit. And I just send people voice messages and people respond well to that. They're like, oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
They love it. Probably, especially if somebody's listening to me here and then next thing they get a voice message from me, it's a bit like, whoa, you know. So
Yeah, I didn't know that it's possible. That's amazing. Also, with the team, we do voice messages in email, and it works very well. Or we shoot a short video to the clients or to potential clients. It works very well. Actually, this idea came from Tony Robbins, and it's just better than a simple text. It engages much.
Absolutely, 100%. Especially with the Facebook Messenger, when you're doing those little sequences, like you can build a generic video that you reuse over and over again. I know with ManyChat, they can only be small videos, so they're usually like about 15 seconds. But like, yeah, like these things, this is what people want now. Like they want personalized and individualized, but they also want like video and audio. So it's trying to make all that work for you and your brand. So look, let's talk about 2020. You know, you're saying you just hired a new salesperson. So what's going on for you and the business in 2020?
Yeah, so we have ambitious goals. This year, we want to increase our revenue 4 times. That's the plan. We have a great mentor from Boston. He's Tim Kilroy. He's a great agency mentor, and he helps many agency owners. And we have other mentors: a sales mentor, a copywriting mentor, and also this year I want these mentors to help my team as well. So I don't want to be in the center of the business. I want, the copywriter mentor should work with the copywriters. The strategist people should work with someone who's a great e-commerce mentor. And I also want to hire new mentors in the next month. So I want my people to become even better experts this year.
Level up the whole team. You know, that's admirable, and that's, I
Exactly.
mean, that's how
Yeah,
you,
and their talent.
and their talent and their skills, and then they'll grow, and the business will grow as a result.
Yeah, exactly. Build better systems. And also, just this year we want to go to a lot of conferences, to Asia, Europe, US. I want to, or we want to, because I take my team with, not the whole team, but 1, 2 team members to every conference. So I want them to see this e-commerce world much better. And I think this will benefit to everyone.
Of course. Well, I look forward to seeing it because I'll be in Barcelona in July.
Yeah,
So we'll
yeah.
definitely catch up and have
Oh yeah.
have some food or whatever,
We will be
and
there. Yeah.
I look
It's
forward to it, and probably a lot of the same people from last year. So anybody listening, that's Affiliate World in Barcelona. It's a really good conference for e-commerce entrepreneurs and anyone who's interested in Facebook ads and affiliate marketing in general. So that's really good. Well, look, Daniel, as you said, I mean, you're not doing this a super long time. You know what I mean? It's only a couple of years. Like, we're 2020 now. 2016, you said you got started. Like, so you're only 4 years in. So it's really, it's not that long, but you've managed to build a lot of momentum, a good business. You've niched down. You've got a good team. You're leveling things up. Like, everything is going well. So if somebody was listening to this and they were, from our conversation, maybe they're interested in email marketing, messenger marketing, it could be a good copywriter. Like, what would be your tips for somebody who's listening and wants to grow their own online business, be that as a freelancer or, maybe following your footsteps where they try and build a little team? Have you got any tips or advice based on where you've got to now?
Yeah. So I still have many friends who just started out with this freelancing thing and online marketing, and they just quit their 9 to 5. So many times when you start out, I think you don't believe that you can do it and you can make money, and even more money than with your 9 to 5 job. But if you just started out, I ask everyone to be patient. Just use Google. You can find everything with Google for free, and just believe in yourself and be patient, and you will figure this out in a few months. Network with like-minded people who are in the same shoes, and you will figure this out. You just
That's it. Patience. People want everything. People want everything today, but the truth is, it takes time to build that momentum. It takes time to build the systems, to get the clients on, and to build, even more systems. It's different managing 3 clients than 30 clients. So you gotta be patient and do the work and keep showing up and getting results. So look, thank you, Daniel. Appreciate you coming on. So where's the best place for people to connect with you?
Facebook, I would say still Facebook or LinkedIn. You can find my LinkedIn link on my profile, but also on Facebook.
Well, I'll make sure to link to everything in the show notes.
Thank you.
No worries. Okay, take care, and thank you to all the listeners today.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening to the Digital Nomad Cafe podcast. Head over to the website to access the resources and links mentioned in today's episode at digitalnomadcafe.com.